Hello students, welcome to our online teaching class of Balagiri Public Schools. Today I will discuss Economics of class 10th, part 2 of chapter 1. We have already discussed in the previous classes about development and what development promises different people, different developmental goals. That means different persons can have different developmental goals. What may be development for others, that may not be development for the other also. It may be destructive for the others. We have already discussed it. Besides income and other goals, that means besides income, people also one way, besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect of others. And besides this also, we have also discussed in the previous class that is for development, people look at mixed goals. People for their own development look at a mixed goals. We have already discussed all this in the previous class. Now we are going to discuss about the national development. National development, the development of the nation. So if the development of the people in a country becomes possible, the development of the country becomes possible. So the development of the country is directly related to the development of its people. So here, national income, the income of the nation, this is the national income. So if we sum up all the income of all the families of the countries, then we will get the national income generally. So here it is very important to keep in mind that means, for example, there is a classroom, and where I am asking, there are 40 students in the class, and I am asking all the students what is their opinion about the development of the country. So all the students will give different opinions regarding the development of the country. Okay. So here it is very important to keep in mind that different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of country's development. Here also, so how to compare different countries or states? How to compare different countries or states? Before comparing the different states and countries, let's discuss to compare two persons, two families, two villages, two towns. The comparison can be possible on the basis of some criteria. That may be on the basis of individual, or that may be or others also. Okay. So here, so how to compare different countries? You might development. So here, on the basis of some criteria, we can compare two individual or two villages, two towns, etc. etc. So in this matter, usually we take one or more important characteristics of persons, compare them based on these characteristics. So for comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. Income. The average income, that is the per capita income, average income or per capita income from the per capita income of a country, we can compare whether a country is rich or poor or others. The World Bank has also, hence we compare the average income. Average income, the total income divided by the number of population. This is known as average income, or average income is also otherwise known as per capita income. From the per capita income of a country, from the per capita income of a country, we can know the economic strength of a country. And the World Bank has also calculated, the World Bank has determined or has fixed about the development of the country on the basis of per capita income. And accordingly, it has divided three types of countries: the rich countries, or another one, the poor country, or the less low income, middle level country like India. All these are things. income and other criteria. Only from the only on the basis of income, मतलब the World Bank made us clear that with the help of per capita income, different countries, different states can be calculated. Which country is rich, which country is poor, everything. But besides income, some other criteria is also there, like literacy level. Besides per capita income, there are other things also, literacy level or educational literacy level, and another one is health status. Besides per capita income, so UNDP, United Nations Development Program, suggested some other criteria, that is the literacy rate and health status. Okay, literacy rate and health status in order to compare the different categories, different countries. So here has been mentioned income and other criteria with the explanation of some of the terms used in infant mortality rate, IMR. It is calculated out of 1,000 live children born in that particular year. So infant mortality indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 1,000 children born in that year, in that particular year. Literacy rate, it measures the proportion of literate population, that is in the 7 and above age groups. Okay. So here also, what does this table show? So if we go on discuss in this way, well, Kerala is a state of our country. It is the most literate state in our country. Kerala is the state, it is the most literate state in our country. Punjab, it is agricultural, well developed. Okay, so not only on the basis of income, we cannot calculate that which country is at the top level or low level. Only on the basis of income we cannot calculate. So if we go on comparing different countries, so we have to take the other criteria also, like besides per capita income, literacy rate, and health status. Another important thing, that is public facility. Public facilities. Public facilities, the different facilities are there, which are provided by the government to all the people, like electricity, educational facilities, or hospital facilities, medical facilities, water supplies, health and sanitation. All these are the different PDS, public distribution system. All these are the different facilities provided by the government for the benefit of the people. So these are coming under the criteria of the public facility. So money in your, another thing I am telling, money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. So money, only with the help of money, you cannot lead a happy and good life, happy and prosperous life. You cannot live. So besides money, other things are also there in order to maintain a good life. Kerala has a low infant mortality rate. Kerala has a low infant mortality rate. Why? Because it is well educated, but the literacy rate is at the top level. Highly well educated persons are there. So here the infant mortality rate is very less there because they are excellent in the field of education, especially the medical science and others. In some other places like Tamil Nadu or others, PDS, public distribution system, is well on. The beneficiary, the people are getting the different benefits or through rationing system at a good at the reasonable rate. The people are getting the benefits from the PDS and the public distribution system. That means public distribution system is running in a decent and in a justified way in Tamil Nadu and some other states also, as it also helps them to live a better life. Here another thing is there, that is BMI. BMI stands for body mass index. BMI stands for body mass index, and it is calculated whether a person is a normal, overweight, or underweight. Normal, overweight, or underweight. So we will calculate BMI. The weight in its formula is weight in kg divided by square of height in meters. Square of height in meters. Okay. So BMI, it stands for body mass index. It is calculated. It helps to identify a person whether he is overweight or underweight or normal. And it is calculated weight in kg. What is the weight of a person in kg, and height in meters, the weight in kg divided by square of height in meters. We will collect from your board it is. Another point is there, that is HDI. HDI stands for HDI. HDI stands for Human Development Index. HDI stands for Human Development Index. It refers to the measure of human capability. HDI stands for Human Development Index. It refers to the measure of human capability such as length of life, educational achievements, standard of living. All these things are coming under HDI. Okay, so Human Development Reports published by UNDP compares different countries based on the educational levels of the people, their health status, and UNDP stands for United Nations Development Programs. It has suggested some criteria in order to compare the different categories of people with the help of educational level, health status, and per capita income. Whereas the World Bank has suggested that different countries or states can be compared only on the basis of per capita income. So many improvements have been suggested in calculating HDI, and many new components have been also added to Human Development Report by prefixing human development. It has made it very clear that what is important in development. All these things are there. Another thing, that is sustainability of development. What is sustainability of development? Sustainable development we have learned in class 9, in class 8 also. Sustainable matlab development takes place. What is sustainable development? If we can use our different resources in a sustainable way, how it is? We can save something for the use of our future generation. Besides meeting our present needs, this is known as sustainability. And we have also take care that the ecology should not be hampered or damaged or destroyed. This is known as sustainability. For example, we are using the groundwater today. As we are using the tube wells, bore wells, or with the help of electricity, we are drawing the water from the ground level in order to practice the modern method of cultivation, which needs adequate amount of water. As a result, the groundwater level goes on decreasing day by day. So it is not sustainable. So what is sustainability? So whatever being repleted, whatever being replenished, we should use less than it. This is known as sustainability. So here, so groundwater is an example of renewable resources. The resources are replenished by nature, as in the case of crops and plants also. Okay. In the case of groundwater, if we use more than what is being replenished by rain, then we would be overusing this. So if we use more than it is being replenished, then we are overusing it. Okay. this is all about your development, first chapter of your economics development. Besides it, here also the exercise development of a country. Development of a country, come to the exercise, we will discuss about exercise. Development of a country can generally be determined by DAX, its per capita income, its average literacy level, health status of its people, all the above. Okay? Which of the following neighboring countries has better performance in terms of human development than in India? You have Sri Lanka. Okay. So what is the main criterion? Rest you will collect from your book. What is the main criterion used by the World Bank in classifying different countries? मतलब ये per capita income होगा. What are the limitations of this criterion? If any limitations, मतलब when the World Bank is giving importance to calculate the different, मतलब to calculate the financial status of the country, in an average way, it has a lot of problems. मतलब the income of the rich and the poor is emerging as the sun. So it is the main problems. Why do we use average? Are there any limitations to their use? Important question. Why is the issue of sustainability important for development? Most important question. The earth has enough resources to meet the needs of all, but not enough to satisfy the greed of even 1%. How is this statement relevant to the discussion of development? We will do the exercise, and in the next class we will discuss about the sectors of the Indian economy. Thank you.